Good morning. I would love to hear from you. If you are enjoying those lives, what have you been enjoying about them? How have they been affecting your life? Because I want to be able to inspire you to change. And that's what the topic is about today. And I'm going to kind of go over a little bit of my story and how I turned my life around, and I still am, because I'm a work in progress. We all are. We all work on our health all the time. No matter how much you reach the ultimate health, you always want to, because we always have stuff to work on. So that's why today it's like, what is your breaking point? Until when are you going to wait? And that is another mistake that we make, is that we do wait until the breaking point. We do wait until uh, the rock bottom. And this is what happened to me. Growing up, I always had health issues. Um, I had, growing up, I always had, constipation, sinus infections. I was always getting sick, very fragile. I would get sick a lot. And same thing, my teenage years, and things started getting worse and worse. The constipations got worse. The acne got worse. The headaches didn't get better. They kept going. They kept going, and they kept getting worse and worse and worse until they became migraines. And that was my breaking point. The migraines were my breaking point. And let me tell you, a lot of people do not believe me at all when I tell them that. Like, literally, they don't. But I am going to let you know that I was not a healthy eater at all. Yes, I grew up Lebanese, and yes, I ate Lebanese food, but I only ate chicken and potatoes. Like, I didn't even eat hummus and tabbouleh and all of these things that people like love right now here in the US. Like, I grew up seeing them, but I didn't eat them. So, um, and I loved, sweets and desserts, and I barely ate vegetables or even fruits. Like, I would eat just watermelon maybe, or apples here and there, but nothing too crazy. Potatoes, chicken, fries. I also would eat like the Lebanese dishes that my mom or grandma made, but they were also like either meat with something like the only vegetable I probably ate cooked was we have a dish in Lebanon. It's like a spinach and rice with pine nuts. So, and of course, I picked the pine nuts, and I would find the onions and pick them, from the food. And I came to the U.S. I was only 17 years old, and I came to the U.S. I was like a kid in a candy store, and I legit was just like fascinated with the drive-throughs. I was fascinated with the chips, with the candy, and I just got worse and worse and worse. And what's worse was that my parents and my grandma and my grandparents were so happy to see me eat, because I was very picky, like super, super, super picky, super picky. Like, if my mom or my grandma did not make the dish, I wouldn't eat it. If my other grandma, I'm being honest, if my other grandma made the same dish, I wouldn't even eat it, because it tastes different, it looks different. It just, to me, I was so picky. And so this is what happened. I was just eating when I came here, like, oh, Taco Bell, McDonald's, chips, ice cream, candy, M&Ms, Pop Tarts, whatever. And I just continued and continued. And then my health issues didn't get better. Of course, they got worse, because I wasn't putting in my body anything nutritious. The only thing that I was putting nutritious in my body is the meat, I would say. Or maybe like, literally. I mean, when I was pregnant, I had broccoli for my baby. I was like, you know what, Denise, you need broccoli for your child. So I laugh about it right now, because I just cannot believe how I was eating and leading my life. It was crazy. And I totally thank God that my body kind of gave up on me and gave me migraines. And that was my gift. Like, migraines were my gift. It was like, oh, like, I can't deal with that shit. Like, migraines on a daily, like, I was dealing with the headaches on a daily basis. I was like, okay, great, headaches, you take a Tylenol, you take an Advil, perfect. Hey, Shannon. I was like, okay, fine, I dealt with it. But then when the migraines hit after Avery was born, my second child was born at 33 years old, I was like, this is not good, because they did put me on migraine medication and I hated it. I was like, I am not, my child is a baby. Like, I can't be on that thing. So what I was like, there should be another way. And I started researching and researching and researching until I found the way and I changed. And that's why I ask you, though, what is your breaking point, or have you experienced a breaking point? But it doesn't have to be a breaking point, because remember, the body gives us subtle symptoms. Like for me, those subtle symptoms were the constipation, was the headaches, but I ignored them. And then the acne, and the acne got worse. And then I ignored it even more. And the getting sick all the time, and the coughing, and the post-nasal drip. And I ignored until my body was like, sorry, I'm not gonna say the word. My body's like, dude, like you need to wake up. And then I woke up. A lot of people wake up with actually worse illnesses, worse chronic conditions. I am lucky that I woke up from the migraines, that migraines led me to change my lifestyle. And that's why I asked you today, that I'm not gonna make this too long, but I asked you today is, have you been experiencing these things over and over again? It could be the weight gain, that you're trying everything and it's not going away. It could be, oh my goodness, I hit 35, I hit 40 and I started gaining weight. It's not subtle. It's not something that just happened. It's been accumulating and then your body is just giving up. It's like, that's it, I'm done. What is it? Is it the headaches? Is it you being tired? And it doesn't have to be also physical. It could be mental. It could be, you know what? I never had anxiety before, and now all of a sudden I do. That could be tied into your lifestyle. So, the phrase that says, listen to your body, I hated it, because people would tell me, listen to your body, listen to your body. I'm like, I don't know how to do it. I really don't. However, I promise you, once I started, I dumped, and I did it the wrong way because I was just sick and tired of the migraines. I went cold turkey. I drove my husband crazy. He's like, why are you getting rid of all the pots and pans? I'm like, they're all bad. All of them are bad. Teflon is bad. And I went and bought so much crap. That's good, right? Like, not crap, but like expensive stuff. And you're not supposed to cook in Teflon. Or I got rid of all the cans. I literally brought the trash can and everything that was in a can. Like I said, I did it the wrong way. I don't recommend it for my clients. Once I work with clients, I always do it one step at a time, one thing at a time. But for me, I wasn't working with anybody. I was just doing it by myself, and I was just trial and error, right? But it is important to start somewhere. So once I started eating healthier, once I started incorporating more vegetables, once I started taking away the junk, taking away eating out, from McDonald's and Taco Bell and what was my favorite? Jack in the Box. I love Jack in the Box too. Once I started taking those away, my body started balancing. Headaches and migraines went away right away. And I know it might be small for you, I don't know. But if you've experienced postnasal drip, it is the worst thing. I hated it. I hated waking up with a sore throat. I hated talking the first few hours of the day because it took at least 2 or 3 hours for it to go away. That legit went away right away. Postnasal drip went away right away. I was like, oh. So anyway, like I said, once you get rid of the junk, once you get rid of and you start incorporating good things, your body, all your body wants is homeostasis. All your body wants is balance, right? That's all the body wants. Once you get rid of the junk, once you incorporate good, healthy food, your body is in bliss. It's like, oh my goodness, she's listening to me. So now I'm going to start rewarding. And this is how you start listening to your body, because you are taking away all the noise. Think about it this way. Listen to your body. I know your body doesn't really talk in words, but your body talks in symptoms. Your body talks in changes in your body, changes in your mental state. Your body gives you subtle things. So once that noise, the noise meaning the junk food, the sugar, the excess sugar, the things that are harming your body, once that noise is gone, or once that noise is starting to go away little by little, you can listen to your body, because I would notice again when I would bring back something that doesn't really match with my body, like I would feel it right away. Like now I know literally if I eat like 2 or 3 days in a row, if I eat cheese, if I eat dairy, and again I do buy high quality organic and everything, but my body is not my I have a lot of mucus. Like my body does not like dairy, okay, because I feel it right away in my sinuses. Yeah, I had my husband made custard. Ah, so I had custard and it had milk, so I can feel it. I feel it in my sinuses. And sometimes I'm like, you know what, it's okay, I'll deal with it, or I will just kind of like not eat it. So now I'm like, okay, no, Denise, you got to be careful because you ate dairy. And again, this is when you start getting to know your body. So I would love that, Nicole, that's you exactly. And I know some people and I know some clients who are fine with dairy, completely fine. They incorporate really high quality raw cheese, or even high quality cheese doesn't have to be raw, but mostly organic. So because sometimes what happens is if it's not organic, it has the pesticides, the hormones, and the herbicides, so we are reacting to those, okay? And some people are fine. There we go, you get mucusy. Same with me. I literally right away right away. And when I eat gluten, I get constipated. I know that, and I break out. Hence, you see here, and I'm being real and honest with you because, again, I tell you, cold turkey ain't good. Do it step by step and know your signs, know what happens. And I even told Dia, I told my husband, I was like, stop baking those darn cookies because I can't eat them, or make them gluten free, because I get constipated, I can't go to the bathroom, and I break out. So anyway, again, let me know here in the comments, what have you had a breaking point? Have you experienced a breaking point? And if you haven't, have you been experiencing these subtle things? Again, they don't have to be something major. It can be things like, oh, I don't remember like I used to before. And don't blame it on age. Seriously, don't blame it on age, because there's something called brain fog, and that is caused by lifestyle, by eating habits, by chemicals that we have around us. It can be, anxiety. It could be, you're short tempered. It could be crankiness and moodiness. It can be weight gain that no matter what you're trying to do, it's not going away. It could be lack of energy after you exercise. It could be lack of energy overall. It could be like, you know what? I used to drink 1 cup of coffee. I'd be like awake all freaking day. And now I have to drink 5 cups and I'm still asleep. I mean, I don't know. It doesn't, like I said, it doesn't have, because we all are different. So think about it, journal about it. You know me, I'm a big fan of journaling. I love journaling. And think about how long are you going to wait to make the change? And again, it could be a change that's done one step at a time, one day at a time. It could be, you know what, starting today, I don't like saying starting tomorrow. Starting today, I'm going to incorporate more vegetables, in my lifestyle. Or starting today, I'm going to drink more water, or take some deep breaths, or meditate, whatever. As long as you start, as long as you don't wait for that chronic illness, as long as you don't wait for that chronic disease. I'm not saying you cannot reverse them, and I'm not saying you cannot turn back and achieve optimal health. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. However, there are some diseases that are harder, like, autoimmune. Autoimmune is not an easy diagnosis. It's something that requires a lot of work, a lot of changes. So don't get there. You know what I mean? Or again, remember, all of these names, all of these diseases and chronic illnesses are a collection of symptoms. They are a collection of symptoms that were given a name, and then later they were given a medication, right? Or a therapy treatment, whatever, by the Western medicine. So what I'm telling you is pay attention to your symptoms now. Look at them and be like, you know what? This is a symptom that my body's trying to tell me something. What is it trying to tell me? What am I going to change? Again, I go back to the topic, our symptoms are a gift. Don't see them as nuisance, because this is what I used to do. I would get a headache. I would take Tylenol, and I was legit. I wish I can show you. I don't even know how to show you, but please believe me, I was taking Advil and Tylenol on a daily basis for my headaches. Had I changed it then, I would not have gotten to migraines. I was getting headaches in my 20s, in my teens. You know what I mean? So that's why I'm really asking you, start somewhere, and I'm hoping that, and please let me know if those lives are helpful, if they are sparking something in you, if they are kind of like saying, giving you a nudge to think, journal, meditate, whatever you want to do, on a walk. Take a walk Tuesday today. So where am I gonna wait until my breaking point to change? No, I want to change today. And what is it going to be? Again, if you are confused, you don't know where to start, like, what the heck? I don't know where to start. No worries. You can go to www.busyhealthymama.com/shop, and then you can look at my DIY programs. I have DIY programs. I have recipe ebooks that you can get on there. That's one. Two, you can sign up for the email list and get 7 simple meals for free. It's an ebook, 7 meals that are anti-inflammatory, healthy, and really good. And Nicole knows all of my recipes are amazing, even in the programs. I've had a cleanse. It's called I have it on the website. So it's the DIY now. It's called the Busy Healthy Mama 14-Day Energy Boosting Cleanse. And literally, like, the women who did it before, because it was a live program, and now it's a DIY. And the women who did it before were like, this is not a cleanse. I thought I'm going to be deprived. I'm going to be on a juice cleanse. I'm like, oh, no, we don't have to be deprived to be healthy. You know, it can be fun, and it can be good, and it can be yummy. You just need to have an open mind. That's all. And so yeah, that's how I can help you. You can definitely keep watching those lives and keep getting nudged. Again, I want to hear from you if you're getting nudged. And also, you can, like I said, go to my website, busyhealthymama.com, download the ebook for free, or go to shop and look through the DIY programs that I have. And if you're still confused, you're like, you know what? I love to work with you. I just want someone to hold my hand, to hold me accountable, to tell me what to do and what not to do. No worries. I have a link in the description of the video. Book a call with me. It's a complimentary 30 minutes, and sometimes it's a little bit more because I talk too much. Anyway, 30 minutes to 45 minutes. And in that, I can always give you also a plan, a quick thing, how I can help you as well, and how we can work together. Because some people like to do it by themselves. Some like to do it with the DIY program. Some people like to work with someone. Whatever it is, I have you covered. But please, whatever it is, start today. Think about not reaching that breaking point, not reaching that rock bottom, because you can get up from rock bottom. Of course, the other way is up. The only way is up. I get it. But it's not going to be an easy journey. So start today while you're not having crazy symptoms. But if you do have crazy symptoms, absolutely start today, not tomorrow. Okay, so starting today, what are you going to do? Let me know in the comments. What is one thing you're going to start doing, whether it's incorporating more vegetables, whether it is, maybe eating out less, or it could be, you know what? I'm going to get the DIY program today, and I'm going to start it today. Start today, not tomorrow. Because sometimes we say tomorrow, and tomorrow's not guaranteed, right? I mean, let's be real. Today. Or it could be, you know what? I'm going to start drinking more water, or I am going to walk every day. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.